Hello and welcome everybody to this tutorial. We're gonna introduce to you ZEND framework and how to work with databases using data access layer. So let's begin. First thing, I'm on shell here. I just want to create a new project. So let me just go back and just create a new project here, and you can say ZEND framework create project, and next you need to name the project that you want. So I'm just gonna name it the tower project. Alright, so this is the first thing, the tower project. You name the project, and as you can see here, we got it, the new project installed. So if you go to cd the tower project, we are in there, and you can access your project and everything is okay. Alright, the next step, we need to configure the database. So you just need to type configure ZEND framework tool configure db, and after db you need to type adapter like this, and after that you need to type the type of adapter. So I'm gonna use adapter, and the adapter is equal to bdo underscore MySQL, and this is my adapter type, and by default it's gonna be in the production. So just create a new project. So you're gonna see here a database configuration has been installed and added to your project. So if you go to the tower project, alright, let me just go back into, so we are in CWAM www tower project, and you can see here we got application configs, we have application NI, and this is basically the place that we want to set up the configuration. So the first thing, just copy this configuration here, just want to paste them after this line. Alright, so I'll make sure to place them here, and just want to set this to 1 because I want to see the errors. And the same thing here, I just want to show the startup errors. Make sure that you go to localhost, and after that let me just close all the stuff here. Alright, let me just hit localhost. So I just want to hit localhost. I don't want to use http. Okay, proceed anyway. We need to go to the tower apps. So let me find it, a project. You go public, and you can see here everything is running, everything is okay. So now we can set up our project and work with it. First thing, you need to create a new model. So we are working with database here, and if you go to localhost again, if you go to PHP my admin, we have a database called the tower apps. So you just go to the tower apps. Here's the database. We gotta see all these tables. So I just need to create the first object, which is user. Just I want to create a new model for object. So basically you need to type this ZEND framework db table. I just want to make a db table object. So db table, and I will just want to name it user, and this is the db table name user, or the database table name is user. I just want to create a div table for this database table. So here the database table is user, and the db table object here is gonna be also user. Okay, so this is the first thing you need to do. But hey, wait a minute, you can see here we need to create ZEND framework create db table. Alright, so as you can see here, if you go to models, if you go to config, we already configured the configuration file models, db table, got a user table. The next step, I just want to create here a data access object for the table. I'm not sure if you are familiar with data access object, but basically data access object allow you to treat or do all the stuff on the database in a separate layer. So I'm just want to create this layer, the DataX object layer. So basically we just gonna go here in ZEND framework, create a model, and the model name is user data access layer. So please guys stick with this notation. Just want to name user data access layer. So this is gonna be our database DataX layer, or our object DAL or DAL. Some people say DataX object, DataX layer object, that allow us to manipulate the database. So let me just create this model. So as you can see here, if you go models, you're gonna see user DataX object, and as you can see here, nothing is there. If you go to DB table, we got this ZEND DB table abstract. So hey, where's ZEND abstract table? If you go to application, if you go to project, go libraries, we don't have library here because we reference the main library in WAMP. So if you go WAMP, I guess it's somewhere else. PHP, it's ZEND framework, and you just go libraries, ZEND. We have, so let me just say the name, ZEND. All right. We have DB. So if you go DB, we have abstract. Or let me just check it out here. We have table, and we have abstract. All right. So if you go to abstract, we can see here we got some attributes. Like you say, default database name, and the definition config file, the DB, the schema, the name, the columns, the primary key, the sequence, the metadata, the something like that. We can use here the primary. So primary is the primary key for your table. I'm not sure that we're gonna find foreign key. Is that the way that we type foreign? All right. Let me just make sure I have to type it. Okay, foreign. So let me just search for foreign key, the way that we reference the foreign key. So you can use something like protected reference map. Alright, so this is how we can work with foreign keys. So basically we got wait a minute, we got this reference map, allow you to reference different tables. But for now, I just want to stick with the default configuration. Back to okay, the user DataX object and the user here. So according to this definition, we have a primary key, and in order to define your primary key, you need to copy this. So just want to copy primary, and here just type protected primary, and primary is going to be mapped to the database user ID. So this is the primary key. You just copy it and paste it here. So this is the primary key. So back to the DataX object. DataX object allow us to create the CRUD operation. So we have create, update, read, delete operation. So in this data access object, we need to work with the user. All right. So the first thing I need you to do is creating a new object here, a private DB table, or let me say DB table object. So we're gonna say something like this. All right. We have user. So I'm just want to create here private $sign user. Let me create user, and we have the inside the constructor we have public function underscore construct. We have construct and we have destruct, but we need to use the constructor in order to initialize the object. Construct. Alright, so this is the main constructor. Inside the main constructor we need to give this user the value, the default value. So I'm just want to say, hey, we have here this. We reference the user, and after that we need to create a new user. We need just to create a new user by going to user and taking this object here. Alright, so just want to create this user here, and this is the first thing I needed to do, just giving the user the default the default parameters. So we can use a different object here, like you say object, and here because we are dealing with this, so I just want to create a new object. And after that we need to create many methods. Let me first create the first function, which is public function create user. So this is the create user that we want to use. So in order to create a user in ZEND, you just need to pass an array, and here we need to type something, and also we need a method for update user, and we need another method for get user. Alright, so I just want to pass an ID, and also I just need to get delete user. So alright, so this is the first thing. We just created this for operation here. We need more, like get all users and stuff like that, but this is pretty much the basic functions that we need. You can just go here and to your project, try refresh, make sure everything is correctly running. Alright, so this is the first thing. In the next step, we just want to work with controller and add the functionalities to each of these operations using the data access object. So until the next time, see you in the next video. Thank you for watching.